Hello, 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 gentlemen, ladies. The GOWGO Wrestling Podcast is back and in full effect. It has been a good while, but
Sexy voice.
Blitzball Champ and what's his name
My name is Hollywood Cinema.
are back.
Yeah, he's doing a real sexy radio voice there.
You sound like a combination of
Is
Prince
that on
and
purpose?
Velveteen Dream.
I know I'm doing your thing. That's what you're doing. Ladies and gentlemen. Emphasis on the ladies. And we're back.
Okay, now you sound like a black Val Venus.
Yeah, that's what I was going for. I thought about it too as I was doing. I was like, I sound like Val Venus right now. That's pretty sweet.
So how are you doing?
Doing great, brother.
Wow, must be.
I am doing great, but I need some lamb. Yeah, I'm a big bad wolf.
Why you gotta be so greedy?
Because I'm a big bad wolf. And Drake, I'll fucking hurt you. You jump up here and fucking touch this goddamn meat, man. Me and you will box, bruh. We will box.
Dang. So it's like that.
Yeah, it's 100% like that. Bump you. You ate, bruh. Can't believe this cat just tried to jump. Literally, I caught that dude as he was jumping at my plate. This mother effer. Ew, that is nasty.
Good catch.
Yeah. Oh, I would kill it.
So, dude,
Oh, God.
we got a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do. A lot of Japanese. Speaking Japanese, I really think so.
I think it's turning Japanese.
I know, obviously, Jason.
Golly, you need to learn your songs.
Why'd you have to ruin my bit? You just ruined it.
So we got a lot to talk about.
Man.
We're going to be starting off with because we never got around to a post, I guess, looking back at the Best of Super Juniors 25. We got New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion. We got Money in the Bank.
I call it American Dominion.
American Dominion.
Yeah, Gaijin Dominion.
We got Money in the Bank. We got NXT TakeOver Chicago.
Hear about Money in the
Hey, it's important.
Bank?
It's not the most important, but it's important. Anyway,
No, I know. We'll get into it later. I feel the same.
but so digging right into the Best of Super Juniors, looking at the final total standings, with Block A and Block B. Block B, Dragon Lee, El Desperado, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Sho, and Chris Sabin all had 6 points. Kushida and Marty Scurll had 8 points. Hiromu Takahashi had 10 points, so he advanced out of the B block. In Block A, ACH, Bushi, Flip Gordon, Tiger Mask, Yo, and Yoshinobu Kanemaru all had 6 points. Will Ospreay and Taiji Ishimori had 10 points, but because when they faced each other, Taiji Ishimori won the match, therefore he won the tiebreaker and advanced out of Block A. And of course, it came down between Ishimori and Takahashi, which Hiromu Takahashi wins his first New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of Super Juniors tournament. Are you there? Okay, I think we...
No, hello?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I did the wrong thing. I was eating.
Oh, no.
So I put on my mute.
Oh, no problem. So, yeah, Hiromu Takahashi, the ticking time bomb,
Yeah!
wins his very first New Japan Pro Wrestling Best of Super Juniors tournament.
Yeah, interesting how he had a certain level of momentum that carried on.
I gotta tell you, not who I expected, but happy that he won, because
He's awesome. He's in Los Ingobernables.
yeah, I just felt like with the way they built up Taiji Ishimori, it just made it seem like he was going to be the favorite to win.
But it was just so quick. I felt like that would have been pulling the trigger really quickly.
Well,
Because he had just come back as the Bone Soldier, like right then.
true.
Like I think like what, the week before, or 2 weeks, maybe so, 3 weeks.
Yeah, it was like the week before the opening.
Yeah, and that's like no time to build somebody. Like they obviously had showing you the videos, but I was thinking it was gonna be like the giant dude, crazy mouthpiece, but it wasn't. So it was just Junior, and I felt like only reason I felt like they didn't do that because Bullet Club doesn't have any momentum at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Like any.
No, not really. Nope.
Literally none. Not New Japan Pro Wrestling.
But yeah, I think the right guy won. I just thought it was pretty funny that his trophy broke. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
But he played it off and kind of acted it out, so it was pretty cool. There was even a picture I saw on Twitter where he was asleep, like backstage with the trophy next to him. It was just, but I mean that's totally like him when you think about it.
No, that's 100%.
But
He had a sleep mask on.
yeah. But overall,
Yeah, I know this stuff.
I mean, overall, I really wanted to see, like, man, you know how much I like Chris Sabin. I knew Kushida wasn't going to win it all, but it was good to see him up there. It would have been nice to see Bushi up there. Maybe even Flip Gordon. Flip Gordon could have had 8 points, but,
Yeah, I feel like Bushi. Only reason Bushi didn't is because of the other Los Ingobernables member. And also, he's the odd man out, generally. Like, right? Like, he doesn't really have anybody or a division to be in because he's a junior too. And
yes.
the last time him and Tanahashi went for the junior tag team division. Titles. Other than like a tournament or something.
Yeah, this is a good point.
He's got nothing. He's Midian, dog. He's Midian.
Well, the group. Well,
I love him. He's Midian in that group.
Well, the group only has 2 juniors. The rest are heavyweights.
I know. So I'm saying like that. You have 2 other people that are in the same division.
Mm-hmm.
They can't both be champion at the same time, right? Unless they're tag team champions. If you're not going to do that, the other guy is just there.
And there's always the never open weight 6-man titles, and there's that, but that's held by the Young Bucks and Marty Scurll right now.
Yeah, and they don't seem to be defending it very often.
Nope. But overall, this was a good tournament. Overall, it was good to see some new faces in there, and it's always exciting to watch best of Super Juniors.
A lot of flippy dippy shit.
Yeah. But is there like anything specifically you wanted to like discuss with that? I mean, now that it's over and we know that,
Not really, because all the other matches that were even before any of that stuff was just kind of like whatever. Who gives a shit? This is you're just wasting time until Dominion. Is what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
It's fine. I have no problem with it. It was just it was obvious that okay, Dominion's coming next, so we're gonna chill.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna pump the brakes. We're gonna chill out. It's like Roadblock from at the WWE. It's just that pay per view that's kind of like whatever.
Oh man, I remember Roadblock.
Or most of them now. Most of them are just whatever now.
Yeah, that seems to be how it is. But let's see. So, shall we go into Dominion?
We shall.
Alrighty. So, New Japan Pro Wrestling Dominion, which took place It was last. It was last weekend, wasn't it? It was last weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Um, so starting off, you're just going. We're just going right down the line.
Okay.
Um, Roppongi 3K had a IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title shot against Suzuki Guns, Yoshinobu Kanemaru, and El Desperado, who were the champions.
Surprising outcome.
I mean,
I fully expected 3K to win.
really?
Yeah, because they don't. Desperado. Okay, so like I was watching all these prediction videos, right? And they made a good point. During the Super Junior, Desperado had that incident with the Dragon. Who was it? Who was it? With like ripping the mask off.
Dragon Lee.
Yeah, and I thought that was about to be something. I thought it was going to turn into something, but nothing. So that showed me that they were going to do a feud because I was like, oh, okay. If they drop the belts, he can go and feud with Dragon Lee, and you straight. And you have another juniors feud to promote. That does have a championship involved, but they didn't do that. So that's cool. Whatever. I like Desperado. I don't give a shit about the other guy.
Kanemaru.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
He was a bigger name back in Pro Wrestling Noah.
See, I assumed that because he feels like when the WCW guys came over.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, they were both back well. Okay, yep, I got you.
Yeah.
Just like everybody just coming over. That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, they retained their titles. Honestly, from the way that it was looking, I thought that one of their attempts at cheating was going to fail to the point where, Sho and Yo were going to capitalize, but nope.
It would have been the perfect way to do that, and it would have been a perfect way to wrap up Suzuki Gun. I mean, not wrap it up, but just kind of wrap up their series of losses.
True, but then they wouldn't have any titles.
Yeah, and then they could build themselves back up again.
But when your main man was no longer the Intercontinental Champion, I mean, they kind of had to, do something.
Okay, so how does that explain chaos? Spoiler alert.
A very good point. Very good point, my friend.
Them fools were 0 for everything.
Yeah.
I loved it because I freaking hate chaos.
Ew.
I hate chaos so much. They're just so boring. Like, all those guys are fine individually, but as a stable, they are so effing boring. And they act like bad guys all the time, and they just don't get called on it by those fans. And it's just like, man, I'm out. I don't want no parts of that group. Group's garbage.
I mean,
I hate to be that way, but they're garbage.
I mean, they've been. I guess you could say that without them being a heel stable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if they were a heel stable, I'd be totally fine with them.
Because Suzuki Gun's a heel stable.
Yep.
I mean, you can even, argue.
Los Ingobernables, right? Like, they were a heel stable and they became popular.
Yeah.
Like DX. Just like DX did. DX went from heels to popular.
Right.
And that's the thing. And that's basically what Chaos did too, except for as faces, they are still doing the exact same heel stuff. And it's just not endearing in any way. Like, New Day doing heel stuff against other heels was fine, but not against good guys.
Yeah.
Not cool. It's not cool. I don't like it.
Yeah, and you make a good point. And I just feel,
optics.
But but yeah, so Chaos, like you said, spoiler alert, Chaos really got ran over in Dominion.
Yeah, like another stable leader.
So,
Actually, yeah, Tanahashi's the only good thing about Dominion for the minute.
So the second match was Dave Finlay and Juice Robinson taking on Chaos members Yoshihashi and Jay White, which I don't like the pairing.
No, it's stupid. It's dumb.
But then again, I don't like the fact that Jay White is in Chaos.
Yep, don't make sense. I also knew the outcome as soon as I saw his tag team partner.
Okay, so he's literally okay. So technically, he's the only one left in Chaos with a title,
Yeah.
which, like we both, can agree that he doesn't even need to be in Chaos, but whatever.
Nope.
But
There should be a good reason for him to leave too. It'd be a perfect reason for him to leave. Be like, you guys are not up to my level. I'm out. And you reestablish him as a heel, and then he loses his belt to Juice, and we good.
Yeah, I mean that would be an ideal scenario. To be honest, this match was kind of a step down from.
Yo, there's some bad matches. Well,
I mean,
the openers matches were not great.
I didn't mind the opening match, but this match just. I mean,
it's also a weird match to have because you just had a tag team match to begin the show.
true.
They always do that, but sometimes it's just kind of like, yo, that was just a tag team championship match. Why am I watching this shit?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I could be having a U.S. title match.
Who's in line for a title? Or
it was Finlay. Then Dave Finlay, he lost, and then what Juice did, Juice is definitely in line now.
Okay, yeah, pretty much.
That's basically what it felt like. It felt like they were going to do. I had a feeling they were going to do Finlay then Juice.
Yeah, but Juice hit Jay White with the Pulp Friction and got the win for his team. So he pretty much secures him a future title shot.
Oh, absolutely.
But next up, we have another stable showdown tag team match. We have
the first three matches. Always.
We have Toru Yano and the Stone Pitbull Tomohiro Ishii of Chaos versus Zack Sabre Jr. and Minoru Suzuki of Suzuki Gun. Which, of course, Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. got the victory.
Of course. That was a joke match. They could have just skipped that. I would have simulated that match.
I just don't like Yano paired up with Ishii. It just
makes no sense. It makes no sense.
I mean, Toru Yano's better off as a singles wrestler.
He needs to be a singles wrestler, or just stick to the beginning of the show with Tiger Mask and Juice and Liger.
Mm-hmm. Or just be like the comedy act, I guess.
Yeah. He needs to. That's where they stash those dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like old dude with the green pants that does all the hip attacks.
Ryusuke Taguchi.
Every time. Yeah, I always forget his name. I just remember Butt Guy. Cause that dude I hated when he was the Intercontinental Champion, and him and Kenny Omega. And that's when Kenny Omega came back. And he started being the cleaner and shit. And I hated those matches because they started doing those finger in the butt things. I was like, man, come on, this is just not. And that was probably that is what solidified what I don't like about Kenny Omega is like the comedy part of it. I do not like. I do not enjoy it.
It could have been worse. Could have been like Joey Ryan or Don Shokudino.
No, that would have been bad.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
But I feel like he's in that lane, right? Like he's like he needs to be at the beginning of the show selling his DVDs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why the frick they keep making these DVDs. What is on these DVDs? I need to do some research and get one of these DVDs and watch it so I can see what the hell are on these DVDs, because what kind of highlights does this fucker have at this point?
No idea, but it's
like
a good question.
Get back in the day. I get back in the day when he was the guy, right? Like when he was like serious, but when he became Santino Marella, hell no. Santino Marella ain't got no special best of DVDs.
Nope.
No, that's not your position, bruh.
I mean, yeah, it's really but yeah,
That's weird.
It really is weird, and I just feel like I said, better off as a singles wrestler. Um, but yes, as I said, Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. got the win over Chaos.
Setting up a possible feud.
Um, Now this match I actually enjoyed quite a bit. The three-way triple threat for the Never Openweight Championship.
First time since shit. Well, since a long time because they don't do triple threat matches there.
Yeah. Hiroki Goto defended against Unbreakable Michael Elgin and Taichi. And I know how much you like Taichi.
You know it.
But I think Michael Elgin winning the title, because he hasn't held a title since the Intercontinental title, and that was a good long while ago.
Long ass time ago.
Yeah.
He was fighting Naito, dog.
Yeah.
That was a long ass time ago. Isn't that who Naito beat to become? Yeah, that's who Naito when he started doing the whole flippity flip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not only that, lately Big Mike's been over with the crowd in Japan.
It's been very interesting to me.
Because why you say
because
that?
it just okay. So he as a performer is great, but personality in the ring not so much. Well, okay, you know who he reminds me of? This is going to sound crazy. If I were to take Daniel Bryan, make him a little bit taller, put a bodybuilder kind of body on him, and took away his kicks, I feel like that's what he would be. Because he reminds me of Daniel Bryan in that way, where it's just you're cool, but like you're a little too bland for me.
So maybe if you combine, say, like Daniel Bryan with like the physique of maybe like a Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Yeah. That's what Elgin has kind of been to me since like the get-go.
Or maybe even a Scott Norton.
Yeah, absolutely. Just something like you're such a good wrestler.
Maybe a more
there's
a more athletic Scott Norton.
Well, definitely more athletic than Scott Norton.
Yeah.
Get out of here, dude. I wouldn't even pick that bitch in Thunder. I want to play WCW Thunder so bad. Damn, I want to play these games. We gotta play those all.
But all Scott Norton really had was the shoulder breaker, which looked pretty devastating.
Yeah, shoulder breakers are awesome.
But
unless you're Nia Jackson, you're scary.
Ew. But for the most part, I really enjoyed this match, and as of course how much I like Hiroki Goto. I'm a big fan of his. I figured he had long enough. Something. Yeah, his title run was kind of stale because he didn't really defend it that much.
Shit.
So that was the only thing with that. But and even what's her face? Is it Miho?
Oh shit, I don't know who's. No, absolutely not. I don't know.
Yeah, Taichi's girl. I think it's Miho or something like that.
It changes so many times. I never pay attention.
I think it's Miho Abe.
Probably.
But yeah.
I love Taichi. I love her.
But yeah, I thought this was a good match. I thought this was a really good match.
You match with Taichi in it.
Yeah. Let's see. And then, now, I just think this was kind of insane, to be honest with you. Because I felt like this happened way too quick. And while I enjoyed the match, was disappointed at the outcome. The IWGP Tag Team Championship match. The Young Bucks defeated Sonata and Evil.
Yeah, what the hell?
They literally, not that long ago, just moved up weight class. And then they're going to slap the titles on them just like that.
Dude, those dudes... Okay. I like the Young Bucks.
Oh, yeah, I love the Young Bucks. They're easily in my top 10.
There comes a point where the optics just don't work for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind Daniel Bryan beating Randy Orton and Triple H and Batista in the same night. I that is the one time that Evolution lost like a bunch of bastards.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad. I was mad about the Shield shit. That shit was lame. But that was a lame ass match. That was real hype. But yeah, I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. What was my point? I don't fucking know. It's just that I like the Young Bucks, but them beating Sonata and Evil at their first time, no.
Yeah. I just felt like they won this.
None of the damn Briscoes.
Yeah. But the issue is, you know how over the Young Bucks are. Like,
And that was the beginning of me feeling like, oh, okay, next show is in America. All right. You know what I'm saying? And also all in also is very shortly coming. So that was another thing I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, but still, like, I mean, now, you know, LIJ doesn't have any titles, so it's like,
that's true.
So I mean,
not true. LIJ has one title.
Oh yeah, that's right. Hiromu Takahashi. I forgot about that. But I just felt.
I assume Sonata and Evil are going to win it back at the Cow Palace.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because I'm sure they're gonna get a rematch unless they decide they want to push Killer Elite Squad again, or Gorillas of Destiny. But
well, I didn't think about that. Gorillas of Destiny would be a good choice.
Yeah, because the last time that they held titles were the Never Open Weight Triple. 6-man titles. So but
they had awesome.
This was a great match, don't get me wrong, but just I was really hoping for Evil and Sonata to retain.
I was hoping to, but seemingly they can only beat Killer Elite Squad.
Yeah. That much is true.
They kept whooping their ass.
That unless, you know, I don't know, but for the most part, it was a good match. I will say that it was a great match.
I will always watch a Young Bucks match, even though their antics sometimes annoy the shit out of me.
Too many super kick parties.
Yeah, there's a certain corniness to them too. Like them, Omega, Cody, Marty Scurll. Like they're all really good, but they all have a certain corniness to them that just kind of. It's kind of the difference between like Triple H, our time Triple H, between like third coming of DX Triple H, right? Like
yeah.
I like Triple H when he is whooping ass. I don't want no damn Triple H making jokes when he's 30 something, when he's like in his 40s. Mm-hmm. That shit ain't funny. That shit's lame as hell, and that shit's corny. You know, like, but I love watching Triple H whoop some ass. Yeah, I love them beating up the fucking Spirit Squad. I fucking loved it. I love the Spirit Squad because they were fun. I like them and wrestling. That to me, that stable made sense because that was wrestling to me. That is wrestling. Damn, I miss the Spirit Squad.
Yeah, the Spirit Squad. They were quite a group.
Good wrestlers, man. I don't give a shit about your gimmick. I don't give two dams. Shawn Michaels wore damn checkered pants, man. Right?
That's true.
And hot pink and shit and damn tassels. I give a shit.
And then let's see.
Oh, hell of a lot of tassels. Like a damn idiot.
That was a lot of tassel.
Yeah. Hairy ass tum out.
So next we had the 6-man tag team match, putting the Bullet Club against veterans. So yeah, the Bullet Club of Cody, Hangman Page, and the Villain against Tanahashi, Jushin Thunder Liger, and 619 Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, that was whatever. That's one of those matches I'm just like, okay. Because Bullet Club shit killed him.
I mean,
They should kill them.
I think the main gist of this match was to showcase Rey Mysterio and to kind of build him up for a future career in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely.
And I don't mind that. I don't.
Also, it felt like another grab for North America.
True. And I
Maybe
guess
overestimating the forever for Rey Mysterio at this point in America.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit about damn Rey Mysterio? Sorry to say it. I love Rey Mysterio. Who gives a shit?
He's going to be at Raleigh SuperCon, by the way.
That's great. But I ain't paying to see that motherfucker wrestle at this point in his career.
Dude, he's still got it.
Nah, man. Nope.
You don't think
get
so?
me on that one. Nope.
Even
Honestly, okay, I'll tell you this. It's like watching Jericho now. Jericho.
Yeah, but Jericho doesn't do hardly any of the stuff that he used to do when he was much younger.
And I feel like Ray does it, but it's in slow motion, man. It's a little more sad to me.
But it's his style, though. That's always been his style.
I wish he had evolved it. It's like watching Jeff Hardy do stuff now. It's just like, ew. RVD, dog.
But that's the style that they've. I mean, okay.
I know, but you gotta evolve, man. Like otherwise, you're sad to me.
I mean,
because you're basically Mickey Rourke in the wrestler.
Like with Matt Hardy, he altered his style not only just of age but also of gimmick as well.
Worked out perfectly.
But see, for Jeff Hardy, unless he were to be like Willow,
even Willow did the same shit.
He was more ruthless.
Yeah, but he still did the same jumping around doing dumb shit.
I don't know. I just feel like it would be hard to see Rey Mysterio any other kind of way.
I feel like only because he hasn't tried. He took off his mask in WCW, man.
I mean,
if he did that, he'll do anything. Or he should want to. I miss that, right?
Anyway, I guess we agree to disagree on that. But yeah, Bullet Club got the victory with Cody giving the crossroads to Mr. Liger.
As it should be. The young boys whoop that ass.
Now, the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Will Ospreay of Chaos defended against Best of Super Juniors 25 winner Hiromu Takahashi, which
I bet you were conflicted.
No,
dang it.
No,
Grinning bastard.
I was.
Oh my God, she was murdered.
I was happy, and I was happy for the outcome. I was really enjoying the match itself.
Yeah.
I was just surprised that they pulled the trigger on that because, I mean, Will Ospreay hadn't held the title that long. You know what I mean?
I feel like he has, man. I feel like hasn't he held it since Wrestle Kingdom? He beat Skrull. That's a long time. It is June.
Yeah, that was January. Yeah. Good point. That's a good point.
6 months.
Yeah, this is a good point because he won it in the what was it? Fatal 4-Way. Mm-hmm. That's right. He sure did. Yeah.
Finally beat Skrull.
You're right.
Oh shit.
But yeah, it was a great back and forth match. Really, really great back and forth match. I mean, we saw all sorts of different move attempts, submission attempts. Yeah.
Was it a little bit of a disappointment?
What, the match?
Yep. Considering the match that was at the final for the Best of Super Juniors, that wasn't nearly as good as that match. Not even near. Not even close.
It was maybe a step down, but not a big step down.
And to me, that's a bummer, man, because that is the championship.
I know, but I don't think it's that. I don't think it affects that much to the point where it's that detrimental.
It's something about it just was not jiving with me. I liked the outcome and whatnot, but yeah, the match itself was kind of like whatever. I mean, I feel that way kind of about Ospreay anyway, but not I like the Fatal 4-Way match. That was a good one.
Oh yeah,
Shit,
yeah, definitely.
I had Tanahashi.
Now, was there anything else you wanted to add on this match, or
Ooh.
keep it going?
Yep, keep it going.
So,
I have a question. I do have a question.
yeah,
What are the odds that Ospreay goes heavyweight?
dude, he's small.
I know, but did you not see his comments about being a heavyweight?
Yeah, good luck with that. That's gonna take a bit.
Oh, like Kenny Omega ain't little as shit.
He's not a junior.
He might as well be.
No, come on, Charles.
Kenny Omega little dog.
Come on, Charles.
He a little dude. He is a little guy. I want to see him standing next to Will Ospreay. I bet you Will Ospreay look bigger.
Come on, Charles.
I'm being dead ass serious.
You
Ospreay is just not that dude. I don't know, man. He's like Kenny Omega's just not. Kenny Omega's little to me.
I mean, Kenny Omega's a
He's
heavyweight.
muscular, but he is the heavyweight champion.
Mm-hmm.
He might as well be a super or junior, not a super. Might as well be a junior to me. Like looking at his stature, he reminds me of Chris Jericho when he was light heavyweight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I
More
don't know.
muscular because of the workout regimen now is different. But hell no. That dude's little as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at him compared to Okada. Okada is big, but he ain't that damn big.
Mm-hmm. He's tall though.
He make Okada look like a damn giant, a huge ass super. Like nah, man. Kenny Omega little. Kenny Omega little guy. I'd be surprised if he's over 250.
Well, you know what? Let's find out. Let's find out.
I feel like he's like 230, 225.
Kenny Omega?
Yeah. How much that motherfucker weigh? 250? He's either 225 to 250.
228.
God dang. Look at this. Look at this. Damn, I'm good. Yo, that dude's. And what's the junior weight class? What is the weight class? I don't even know. It's cut off.
Let's see.
Because if it's anything, if it's not, it's probably gonna be like 205 or some dumb shit. Cause that shit's stupid. But yeah, hell no.
The weight limit 220. 220 or less.
Out of here. He is 9. No. See, no. Yeah. He is for all intents and purposes damn. Nope. I knew it.
Let me see how much Will Ospreay weighs.
Yeah,
Dude, Will Ospreay weighs 174.
He's tall as shit. But I'm just saying, he does not look that.
Okay, he's 1 inch taller than Kenny Omega. That's it.
Yeah, and how does that make that much of a difference?
Dude, that's a big weight difference. 228 to 174.
Looking at it on screen, and you can't tell it. You can't tell. Ass 10 pounds. TV ass 10 pounds.
Oh man. Okay, Kenny Omega's just over the junior weight.
Negligible.
But Will Ospreay way far from heavyweight.
But he can get to heavyweight. If Kenny Omega can be the heavyweight champion, Ospreay definitely can. I don't even give a shit about Ospreay.
He needs to at least gain what? At least another 45 to 50 pounds.
And think about how small Shawn Michaels was when he was WWE champion. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, that takes time. Dude, 170. Let's see, 174.
He can go eat. They do it for fights all the time.
So,
born as UFC. Excuse me.
So he would have to at least get 47 pounds just to make over the weight.
That don't sound crazy to me. God dang it, Cut Man, leave me alone.
But
that's just great.
But Takahashi defeated Ospreay, and yeah, it was a good match. back and forth, but it was a good match. Um, this next match almost made me cry.
What's that? I don't even remember now.
The the IWGP Intercontinental Championship match.
Oh yeah, poor Naito.
Poor Naito. Dude.
This dude can't catch a break. Who does he make that mad? That they just shit all over him, man. They shit all over Naito constantly. It's a friggin' bummer, dude.
I mean, just
Love Naito, and they just keep shitting on him.
And he even got beat down even after the match.
Yeah, that was. Dude, they don't let Kenny Omega get his ass. Like they let Kenny Omega get his ass whooped for like the first third of the match, and then he would start whooping ass. Naito just gets wrecked. Has like one good flurry, and then is wrecked for the rest of the match.
Yeah.
Like is bookended by him getting his ass whooped.
Yeah. And apparently there were boos.
Yes, there were. I actually rewatched it, and they were booing. And the weird part about the boos, they were booing while he was on offense.
Yeah, they were booing Naito. Yeah. Like, I was like, whoa, what the heck? Why the turn of events here?
Well, I feel like they did that to him when he was a face, when he was a goody two shoes face. It's just something about Naito that people just are. Well, and that match was not great.
Nah, that match was a slaughter.
It was just not. It was not. It wasn't even just good. It was just. It was. It's just. I don't know, man. They. Oh, what the hell you know?
Dude, Naito got mollywopped.
It's like they don't. You would think they didn't want him there.
I mean,
like to do this, what they do to him. That's the stuff Vince does to people, like Big Cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Big Cash is shitty, but it's mostly because of what they give him. He's shitty.
I mean,
right?
Yeah.
He can't do nothing about the shit they give him. He has to do it, and he should be able to make it better, but he can't because it's so fucking bad.
But yeah, I just wow. And
come over here.
For the first time, Chris Jericho is Intercontinental Champion, IWGP Intercontinental Champion.
And apparently he ain't gonna be at the damn Cow Palace. I don't believe, but that's true. That's stupid.
And he still has his show coming up. That little.
The cruise.
Yeah, which I'm sure he's gonna be Intercontinental Champion at that. So.
Well, yeah, because that cruise is also gonna have like Sami Callihan and shit.
Yep.
So it's gonna have an Impact Wrestling connection. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just getting real weird right now.
Yeah.
Does New Japan Pro Wrestling have a thing with Impact again? Because what's his face is on now? I feel like ROH.
I know Rich Swann is supposed to be on Impact.
Yes, he's on Impact with his wife now, or whatever the hell she is.
Mm-hmm.
She's champion. Yeah, it's just weird. I also don't know why they don't team them up on TV, but whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
I would put them together, have him as a heel, just keep it funky.
But now for the main event of Dominion.
I have not watched this match, but I know what happened. Especially now, I gotta watch it. After Dave Meltzer's fucking rating, that dude.
It definitely was a phenomenal match that had my head spinning in circles to the point where I had no idea what was going to happen. For those of y'all tuning in, this was the main event, the IWGP Heavyweight Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls match with the Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, the champion, defending against the cleaner Kenny Omega. And I'm sure you know, but with all was said and done, Kenny Omega finally dethroned the Rainmaker of his title run, of his near 2-year-long title run. But yeah, of course in the sequence was Okada got the first fall, then Omega got the last 2 falls.
2 in a row. Now he's the guy. Now he's going to end up facing your boy, Cody.
Oh, and be fair warned, dozens upon dozens of V triggers. I mean, might as well be V Trigger City for Kenny Omega, because he does them just as much as Brock Lesnar does German suplexes.
Yeah. I'm just going spicy ideas. Kenny Omega. Because it makes me to myself. Because it makes me sound like Jim Cornette. I don't have a problem with Joey Ryan.
Ew.
Candice LeRae's fucking tag team partner. Show some damn respect.
Who?
What? Not Candice LeRae's. Yeah, no. He was intergender tag team with what's her face, Johnny Gargano's.
You're talking about Candice LeRae.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Candice LeRae. You were like, huh? And I was just like, see, I shouldn't even question myself. I know what I'm talking about.
Wait, I'm confused.
Yeah, I said Candice LeRae, and you were like, huh? Who? I was like, in my head, I was like, is that her?
I thought you said. I thought you were talking about Asuka.
No, talking about Joey Ryan. Why would I be talking about Asuka?
Yeah, I was just so confused.
Joey Ryan get Asuka. Crazy.
But overall, this was an excellent match. These two really brought it. Both the hype men of Gedo and Kota Ibushi were keeping it strong. And then, of course, you know about what happened at the end, right?
Yeah, Cody comes out there for some reason other than to be like, I loved you! Basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know how to love, but I love you, so now you're better off without me. And then Kenny Omega was like, oh, Cody, I still love you, bro. We got blonde hair. I love you. I'm from Winnipeg, Canada. We should be friends again. Let's make a giant group where we put everybody together so we can have golden lovers. We can have, the elite lovers and Bullet Club or Nouveau Bullet Club, the Bullet Club 3.0 and have, or actually it'd be 4.0. ROH style, and then we can have a whole super group just take over all of indie wrestling. I don't want none of that shit. So, I just want them to fucking fight and get it over with, because I'm sick of Kenny Omega versus Cody Rhodes. I'm sick of it. So sick of it.
It looked like they were going to form something called, like, the Golden Elite.
That's what I feel like that's what, that has to be.
Because it's looking like Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, and the Young Bucks.
Yeah, that that I'm fine with. I'm fine with the golden.
That would make sense.
I call them the elite lovers. Elite lovers.
The elite lovers. Yeah, that could work too.
That's a good name. There better be a T-shirt for the T-shirt.
Or the Golden Elite Lovers.
All right, we're gonna make that shirt. Just for shits and giggles, so we can wear it. I don't give a shit. I want it.
But at least it was good to see Dominion, get towards the end and actually finish strong. But yeah, we got three Canadian singles champions.
Yep, because we're trying to aim towards North America, but we don't have a lot of Americans.
Yeah. So we got
That's exactly what that felt like.
We got Chris Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Michael Elgin.
So we have we have two of the most famous Canadian wrestlers actually wrestling that aren't named Bret Hart and aren't dead in infamy, as in Benoit. I'm gonna start calling that Benoit because that is kind of a similar thing. I mean, it's fine. I don't know. Like, Canadian wrestlers are shit. They're great. Just like comedians, they're good. I don't like to feel like you're just doing this to get more eyes on yourself. It reminds me too much of Brock Lesnar as champion, and John Cena is champion, and Roman Reigns is champion. You would think I would say Triple H, but I'm not going to because I love Triple H as champion because he's a great heel. Um,
Yeah.
at least he's a good ass heel. You know, like if you're not a good heel, like even when Edge kept winning the championship, I started getting a little annoyed by it, but I was fine with it because he's a good ass heel. JBL, I was totally fine with it because he was a good ass heel. He got legitimate heat for being obnoxious. Um, I liked that. I appreciate a heel who's actually a heel. I love it. It makes me so happy.
Yes, it is. It is very, very, very good when they do it that way.
Oh,
But that concludes our New Japan Pro Wrestling coverage. Do you have anything else more to add before we switch gears?
hell no. Oh, yes I do.
Bring it.
Have you? Has there been anything about the Fire Pro Wrestling, man? What the hell
Mm,
did this game come out, bruh?
I
I want
actually
to get
don't.
it on my PlayStation, so I have something to play.
I actually don't know.
I feel like E3 just happened, and not shit. Are you kidding me? Now I'm doing this damn laser flip like it's nothing, and I never even beat the first damn game because of the laser flip, because they couldn't do it in that little section they gave me. I'm sorry.
August 28th.
Jesus Christ. Man, I wish it was coming out in July, to be honest with you.
You got other
I
stuff.
want
to keep you
another
occupied.
game because well no, we don't have to get into game E3 talk because we haven't even talked about E3. But we'll do that later.
We need the full group to do that.
I know because these dorks, aka Mo. No, I lost conviction.
But let's get into Takeover Chicago.
Yeah,
So the card looks small.
of course it
1,
does.
2, 3, 4, 5. Bye bye. That was my niece and nephew.
Oh,
So 5 matches.
that does seem short. I expected 7.
Yeah.
But maybe there's going to be 2 because run the matches down for me. 'Cause I don't actually,
Okay.
other than the expected ones that are going to be there because the champions are Gaijin. Except for Chris Jericho because apparently he's not.
So this is what they have posted on the card on the WWE website. You got the NXT Tag Team Championship match. Undisputed Era defend against Oney Larkin and Danny Burch. We have Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream. We have Shayna Baszler defending the women's title against Nikki Cross. We have the street fight, Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa.
That's going to be a long match.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's probably going to be a drawn out match. And maybe even Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream. Maybe.
I expect that to be long too. I also expect somebody to be called up after Gargano and Ciampa.
And then, of course, the main event is Aleister Black defends the NXT Championship match against Lars Sullivan.
And you already did the U.S. title, the North American title match. Yeah.
That's actually going to be defended on Evolve. I don't know.
Against Oney Lachlan and he's in a triple threat match against Oney Lachlan and what's his face?
Danny Burch.
No. I thought he was Who's he facing? I thought Adam Cole was facing somebody.
No. I know I received an email that he's going to be defending that title at Evolve. I don't know against who, but yeah, I don't see the North American title on the card. It's kind of surprising.
That seems weird. I feel like I definitely watched some.
I mean, unless something gets added at the last moment, but yeah, that's all I see. Yeah, that's all I see.
Oh, yeah. Keep going on.
But yeah, just starting from the bottom.
Now we here.
NXT Tag Team Championship match, Undisputed Era versus Oney Larkin and Danny Burch. I believe Undisputed Era will retain.
Duh.
but I feel like Oney Larkin and Danny Burch will put up an excellent, excellent fight.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a real good match.
Yeah.
In hell.
And who knows? It may be something may happen where looks like Bobby Fish is still out and he helps interfere and he's all better now.
Yeah, and yeah, like it's in the wheelhouse for Undisputed Era to do some fuck shit.
Right. So so yeah. Anyway, that one's pretty straightforward. Ooh, now this one we're probably going to debate heavy on. The King versus the Prince. Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream. Who do you got?
Well, it should be Velveteen, but I feel like they're gonna let Ricochet win. But it should be Velveteen Dream. Because he deserves it, and Ricochet doesn't need this win.
But
does he? Nope.
I mean, that's hard to say.
And it's usually the way they do things in NXT.
So why doesn't he? Let me hear your reason. Why doesn't he need this one?
Because why does he need this one? Velveteen Dream is at a point now where he's been like a featured match, 2 to 3 times?
So you're saying talent comparison, being that Ricochet is kind of a worldwide icon that's well known.
Yeah, and the fact that the way NXT usually does it, well, except for Apollo Crews, like the way they usually do it, or in the way that they did Apollo Crews, right?
Mm-hmm.
They had Baron Corbin, who was already established,
mm-hmm.
won that takeover match because he was more established. That's usually what happens. That happened to Velveteen Dream when he came in and tried to fight Aleister Black.
Mm-hmm.
Then who did he face at the other takeover? He faced somebody else and lost. Oh, he was in the match for the North American Championship.
Yeah, the ladder match.
Lost. He's lost most of the matches that he's been kind of positioned in, and I feel like that character can only do that but so many times before he becomes Adam Cole. Not Adam Cole, but
Tyler Breeze.
Adam Rose. Or Tyler Breeze or Adam Rose. You will effectively kill him by constantly having him lose these big matches. Right? It shows that he doesn't have what it takes to win the big one. So, and that kind of character does not get that opportunity.
And then again, as you said, look at what Tyler Breeze is doing now.
Yeah. If you see something in Velveteen Dream, you have him win this match.
Mm-hmm.
Because Ricochet can win the next one. This could be the beginning of a series of matches. You don't have to blow your load right now. Because what would you be moving Ricochet into right now that would be better than what he's already got with Velveteen Dream?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Because
he beat them, he moves on.
Yeah,
Aleister Black did. He beat him and he moved on. He had nothing going on. He had nothing.
I guess for the sake to keep this rivalry alive for a while, probably Velveteen Dream.
You should. They have to, dude. Look, Aleister Black was on a fire after that match against Velveteen Dream.
Yeah.
But they just did nothing with him. They did shit with him. They did nothing. And that's going to happen to Ricochet, too. They will not have anything for him.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I want Ricochet to win, but I can understand Velveteen Dream winning.
It makes more sense from a booking standpoint to have Velveteen Dream win. The first one.
Yeah. So,
unless you're just going to bury Velveteen. Say screw you.
No.
I mean, there is that possibility, but that would be the wrong thing to do.
I don't think they'd be that dumb to bury Velveteen Dream.
They've done some dumb shit. They buried Rusev.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, yeah.
They buried the shit out of Rusev, and he was on fire.
Yeah. But I think we can both agree that we believe Velveteen Dream is gonna win. I
hope so. I hope he does. I really do. He deserves it, man. He's so over.
And then next we have the NXT Women's Championship match where Shayna Baszler defends against Nikki Cross.
Yep, Shayna Baszler's choking that chick out, or she's gonna pass out. Either one. He's either I don't think she's gonna tap, but she'll more likely pass out.
Nikki
But
Cross.
Nikki Cross tapping does not work for me.
Nah. Nikki Cross. This will have to be on the same sort of similar caliber that her match with Asuka was. I
Yep.
feel that I mean, which was the last woman standing match. I feel that, and I'm hoping that this will be an intense match, even though it's a normal match. It's not like any special stipulation other than the titles on the line.
Yeah. It should be a hardcore match, but unfortunately,
I just really hope they make it like worthwhile because of the two that are in this match. You know what I mean?
I want to see some brawling before the match even starts. I don't even want to see these two looking across the ring from each other. I want to see somebody forearm to the back of the head. Somebody getting hit with a forearm to the back of the head and their hair jostling up. I want to see this. It should be like this is the match that should be like Naito and Jericho. Just with more back and forth, not so much Jericho whooping Naito's ass.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand. Here's the thing. Because I expect Ricochet, Velveteen Dream, and Johnny Gargano, Tommaso Ciampa to be probably maybe the two longest matches.
It's only 2 hours, right? It's gonna be 2 hours. I think it's gonna be 2 hours.
You know what? I just thought of something. So this is at 8 p.m. There's a pre-show at 7:30.
30-minute pre-show. Maybe they'll have a match. Probably not.
Yeah, I was just kind of wondering if they, or maybe there's be some sort of build-up. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, I think it'll be a much tougher match than when Dakota Kai was in there. Nothing against Dakota Kai, but yeah, I believe Shayna Baszler retains. I think she needs to be champion for a while.
She has to basically make her.
Yeah, and I feel like when the time is right, Kairi Sane dethrones her.
Yep, and Shayna Baszler can go be in the MMA for a horsewoman.
And then again, you know what? Since a certain somebody got signed to a developmental contract, being Deonna Purrazzo.
No, that ain't happening. They're not going to wait for Deonna Purrazzo. That's going to be at least another 6 months to a year.
You sure about that?
I don't feel like... Okay. In that scenario, that means they will basically decide that Kairi Sane is not going to be the next one for the women's division, which is exactly what they're trying to do. And they're going to need Shayna Baszler to be champion, and for her to be beaten by Kairi Sane. It can't be some other chick that just comes in, because that means Kairi Sane's stock has fallen insanely.
Yeah, that is true.
So I'm totally fine with that situation happening, but it is not. I don't see it happening at all.
I see.
Triple H ain't happening. Triple H is not the kind of dude to do that. That's more of a Vince McMahon thing to do. Triple H knows how to build shit.
Yeah,
Which is why I think another reason why I think Velveteen Dream needs to win. And I feel like most of the time Triple H and those guys at NXT understand who needs to win. I mean, except for Apollo Crews and Baron Corbin. But that shit made Baron Corbin. Him beating Apollo Crews made him seem more important.
And then again, we have to remember
Tyler Breeze should have beaten Jushin Liger. He should have.
And then we got to remember that Kairi Sane was the Mae Young Classic winner. So.
Yep. And she's already beat this broad. So we know she can.
She beat her in the finals. Yeah.
Yeah, beat her clean. And we know she can. So that's another thing too. You can't waste that.
Yeah. But see, my thing is, that would mean probably Kairi Sane would be in NXT for a good long while.
I feel like, she's the next one up, so she's going to be there for a while. She's going to be there for a while, like Ember Moon was there for a while.
Yeah.
Asuka was there for a while.
Yeah.
Bayley was there for a while. It's just certain people, like Sasha. I mean, Sasha ended up being there for a while. But once she became champion, it was only a matter of time. Right?
Yeah.
It was Charlotte when she won the championship. It was only a matter of time. Paige too. It was that's just kind of the way it goes. Like it's usually only a matter of time when you win the women's championship that you get called up because you are the best that they have to offer. It's time for you to move on.
For sure.
These other girls time to shine. Like they except for in the case of Asuka, which I kind of fucked that, but
don't hate.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying, look at the state that women's division is in now than when Paige was in there, or Sasha was there, or Charlotte was there. Those women divisions were way better, and they were also left in a better position when those women left.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ember Moon was champion for like 2 seconds because they waited way too long. It should have been more of a back and forth between her and Asuka. That could have been fucking amazing. You know how amazing that would have been to have like a best of 5 series, a la or like a Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels kind of feud with Ember Moon and Asuka. But nope, we didn't get that. We got some other bullshit. That was bullshit. So yeah.
She was undefeated.
So who gives a shit, man? That undefeated thing is only so good for like a while, and then your character just kind of dies because where's the challenge, right? There was never any like real contenders for her after she beat the shit out of Ember Moon like that. It killed it. It killed it friggin' dead. It just I will say to the end of friggin' time, man. Undefeated streaks kill. They kill momentum. They kill other people's momentum. They kill the wrestlers' momentum.
Well, don't blame her. Nobody was ready for Asuka. So
I never blame her, and you know I never blame her because I think she's a wrestler.
Nobody.
I would never blame the performer unless you're Goldberg. But not even that. I wouldn't unless you're Hulk Hogan. That's the only time I would ever do. But I'd never blame the performers. Just because I know they're being given. I can't blame Big Cass for that bullshit. That bullshit they got him doing.
Yeah.
It's garbage, and I know I don't know that he's better than that. I was about to say I know he's better than that. I don't fucking know. He needs to be somebody's bodyguard and whoop some ass. Shut up.
So we both agree, Shayna Baszler.
Yep.
Okay.
Choke her out. More than likely, she's going to pass out, and she won't be able to answer the arm fall. That'll be the way Nikki Cross loses and finally goes to SmackDown with Sanity.
Yeah.
If they're smart.
Yeah, she doesn't need a lollygag in NXT any longer.
No, she's done. She's done everything. She's lost twice. She's gonna have lost like at least 3 times in title matches. 4 times. That's it. You can't. Like she's not gonna be women's champion. Just let it go. She's done. She needs to move on. Now she's looking sick.
All right. We have our street fight. Johnny Gargano goes up against Tommaso Ciampa. So if we look back, Johnny Gargano won the previous time and got his job back. Yes. We know that Tommaso Ciampa has interfered in a lot of Gargano's matches, even through the repeated attempts to win the NXT NXT championship from when Andrade Cien Almas was champion. Who do you think wins this?
Okay, question before I answer this, because this will determine. What match number is this for them?
The way that
I want to say they've had 2, but I don't think that's true.
The way that this is listed, I'm guessing that this is the match before the main event.
No. I mean, like the match for their feud. Is this their first? This their second match, or is their third match? Is it a rubber match?
Second.
Okay, that throws a little bit of a wrinkle in my thinking. Okay, this is what I was thinking because I don't think that NXT is going to do this. Although if it was me, this is okay. This is how I would book the situation. I'll tell you how I would book it.
Yes.
And then I'll tell you what I think they're actually going to do.
Please share.
quick summary of the way I would book this thing is you have them feud. Great, you have them. You had Johnny Gargano win the first one and get his job back. Although, hold up, yeah. See, they messed up. They messed up off the rip. I would have had Ciampa versus Gargano for his job. Have him lose the first one. Ciampa wins first match, right? Mm-hmm. Second match, Gargano gets his job back, and if he defeats him, he wins his job back. He wins his job back with the help of his wife. It's amazing. We all are very, very, very happy. Then you have him, Ciampa come back, whoop the shit out of this dude, and put him in an ambulance. Then you have the third match, the rubber match, if you will, and that's the one that Ciampa rips out the heart of the NXT universe and wins. It says Gargano back on his way out of NXT, but in doing so, Gargano is called up to 205 Live, and he is on the main roster, and he is killing it as Johnny Wrestling, making 205 Live great again. But they're not going to do that shit because it's only the second match they've had. So, I believe. Hold up, who won the first one? Oh, John. I feel like Ciampa. I still feel like, okay. I guess my feeling still isn't different. Just the outcome will be different.
Yeah, because
I feel like Ciampa's still going to win.
Because the only difference really was,
almost being champion,
the one that beat Gargano, and then Gargano getting hit with the crutch by Ciampa.
Which is still good. Just still good stuff. But I would have booked it different.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ciampa still wins in either scenario that I would introduce. So I'm picking Ciampa. But that's only because in the rules of wrestling, the rules of threes, have first match, second match, rubber match. Doesn't always go that way. They did this with Kevin Owens and John Cena. Mm-hmm. There was a rubber match. John Cena whooped him. Last match. It was kind of like, oh god, this is stupid. Bad guy should have won this one because it did more for the bad guy than it did for the good guy. But it's John Cena, so who gives a shit? Same thing with oh shit, I just lost it. I had another example of that kind of situation.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Cena. But that's usually the wrestling thing, right? Like you have the rubber match, the good guy wins. Well, most of the time the good guy loses the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Through some kind of chicanery. Bad guy loses second one. And then the good guy wins again the third one. To prove beyond a shadow of a doubt, he is the better man. But that does not always happen in WWE. Sometimes they get to the end zone and they drop the ball right at the 1 yard line. And they go in and they think they did their shit, and you're like, nope, you were so close, man. You were so close.
Yeah.
So I hope Triple H breaks that curse, but it wouldn't be the first time. Like I was just mentioning, Asuka and Ember Moon, they fucked that up royally. But that's what happens. Sometimes people are just too over, and somebody else gets fucked. And I feel like Ciampa's so over that it should go in his favor, but that means nothing.
Yeah. I don't know. It's really hard to say who's going to win this, to be honest with you. Like,
either it continues or they end it. Right?
Yeah.
Like, because since they didn't have it where Ciampa lost his job, losing to what that match should have been booked as. It should have been either Gargano gets his job back or Ciampa loses his. Mm-hmm. And Ciampa could then go on his merry way to 205 Live and be an asshole. And then Gargano comes over and fucks him over. That would have been, to me, that's the perfect scenario. But they do it like that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to remain neutral on this one. I have no idea.
Hedge your bets, man. Pick a side. Don't let me win this like you let me win the NBA Finals thing.
Fine, Johnny Gargano.
There you go.
He's gonna win a second time, Johnny Gargano.
He better not win 2 times in a row. I swear to God. I swear to God, that would be the death of this feud. If he wins twice, man. If he wins twice, it's over. They would. Oh, and the sad part is, I could totally see them doing it and just fumbling this feud at the last second, and then trying to come back later like, oh, but we're gonna have another one, and I'm be like, I don't give a shit, dog.
But at least
ruined my fun.
But at least if Johnny Gargano loses, it's not like he's going to be penalized anything. So
no, yeah, no. But then again, that also and I just think about it too. That's why I couldn't pick Johnny Gargano. It just keeps Johnny Gargano in NXT to do what?
Yeah.
Because Ciampa is there because he was out for a while, right? So he still has some maneuvers to do, right? I don't feel like Ciampa loses anything by staying in NXT, but Gargano loses something by staying in NXT.
I see what you're saying.
Because he was able to. Okay, so to me it's like the American Wolves, right? Where Eddie Edwards and I forget the other dude's name, Davey Richards, right? No, American Wolves. What are their names?
Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards.
Okay, that was right. Sweet. Damn, I'm good today. Woo. Is that coffee? Woo.
They're also in my top 10, by the way.
Dude, I am so not surprised by that. They are kind of them and I hate saying I always want to say Red Dragon.
Red Dragon.
I know I want to say Red Dragon because it's always I put them kind of in the same combo. As far as like when I think of tag team wrestling independently, up until the Young Bucks like kind of exploding, right? Like that, those two teams, what I thought that and Motor City Machine Guns. That's what I thought of when I thought of indie wrestling.
Yeah,
those are the guys that are going to be at ROH. You're going to be whooping ass, doing a bunch of weird shit that I'm going to like, but I won't watch the weekly shows because their fucking production value is garbage. That doesn't surprise me at all. But I like them. I think they're cool. They're a fun throwback to early 2000s indie wrestling to me, which I love. Because I like the AJ Styles the most. I've never liked him. But yeah. But I feel like he got to do what I forget which one of the American Wolves got hurt and which one got to stay around and be Impact champion and fight Bobby Lashley.
That was Eddie Edwards that was champion.
For some ass reason. But then he came back and they could feud, and then they kind of that feud kind of shat the brick too.
Yeah.
I don't want that for this team. I don't want it because putting them together reminds me of Red Dragon. See, like because those two were never like a tag team in my mind before they got to NXT, but when they became a tag team, it made total sense because I always thought of them as singles wrestlers because that's all I'd ever seen them as in ROH and whatnot. Cause I know Ciampa as the Sicilian
psychopath.
Oh, so good. So good. The damn Stone Cold Steve Austin vest. Woo! So good. I remember when he came back to ROH, it was like, oh shit.
Well, Gargano was mostly Evolve and Dragon Gate.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like that, I never put those two together as far as like a wrestling thing. I never thought of them as a team or a good match or anything. But it was great, and then they became like a tag team I liked a lot, and then they killed it in the most heartbreaking fashion.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, kind of like the way they killed Enzo and Big Cass. Like they kill certain tag teams that are actually doing well.
Yeah, but they weren't going to ever be champions though.
No, but in this case, you had two wrestlers that were tag team champions and could be singles champions. It's just that,
Then again, Breezango's never going to be tag team champions either.
Never going to be no damn champions, which is unfortunate because those dudes are good and they deserve to have championship belts. Although I feel like Fandango was Intercontinental champion.
No,
was he? Oh, he wasn't. See, that's a damn shame. That belt was made for that guy.
No.
Back in the day. Not now. Back in the day. They can fix that. They can really fix that. That's okay. I lost my point. But you know what I'm saying. Okay, so Gargano was able to become an actual WWE single superstar.
Yes, absolutely.
Ciampa didn't really get to do that, so Ciampa needs to do that. I mean, he's established himself as like a singles heel, but only in terms of Johnny Gargano.
Right.
Johnny Gargano got to face Almas and um, everybody else, but that made it that actually makes it intriguing to watch your boy Gargano face wrestlers, right?
Yeah.
Like Ciampa now, I'm just like, okay, are you going to be a featured guy, or are you just about to be like close to the good guy? You see what I'm saying? Like that.
Yeah.
That's where his character goes, because he doesn't have anything else other than Gargano. He needs it. If you're going to do something with those guys, if you're not going to do anything with them ever, then you just have Gargano win and it's over.
Yeah.
That's a very long analogy. Jesus Christ.
And now we have we transition to our main event, which is the NXT Championship.
It really probably is not going to be the main event. I feel like Gargano and Ciampa is 100%.
I mean,
it kind of has to be. It's the biggest storyline they got.
Well, it's Aleister Black defending against Lars Sullivan, but I think you make a valid point. You make a valid point. But
who you got?
Aleister Black's gonna retain.
That would be dumb as hell if he lost to Lars Sullivan right now. Not after having the belt for like no time and defending it once. That would be the burial of the century.
I could see Lars Sullivan getting the North American title.
Yeah, but it had to be against somebody else.
Yeah.
Unless they make him a good guy, he can't beat him.
Yeah. Which I can't imagine who they would have beat Adam Cole other than maybe Pete Dunne.
Well, it could either be Pete Dunne, or you have Roderick Strong do a double turn.
Nah, I don't think he's going to do a double turn.
Dude, I mean, that group's going to have to break up at some point. I feel like there's no way that team is staying together for that.
Well, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, I don't see them breaking up.
No, I mean like them. Like, there's going to be something where the tag team separates from the other two. Just because that's how wrestling usually works. As far as these kind of groups, I mean, Road Dogg, Badass Billy Gunn, DX, they were in DX, but as soon as some shit got funky, they were like, okay, we out.
Yeah.
And they were a package deal until they turned on each other.
But now
that took a while. It took a while after the fact.
Now, so if if we're both in agreement that Black retains, so who could you see being the one to dethrone Aleister Black?
Ricochet.
Okay.
That's kind of it. Because they don't really have any other faces that are of that level, and I don't see Gargano.
What about Velveteen Dream?
He's not a face.
Oh, you're saying faces. Oh.
Yeah. Because they're not gonna have a heel take the belt. Not gonna happen. Not Adam Cole, baby. That would make no sense.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But like I said, that's a small card.
I feel like that's just gonna be real good.
But maybe it'll get upgraded at the last second. Well, who knows? Anything can happen.
Ooh, what if Adam Cole, baby, interferes in the tag team match and then he's put into a North American title match against Pete Dunne? It won't happen.
Maybe champion versus champion?
Yeah. I mean, Pete Dunne can't win that, but it'd be cool to see the match. But maybe Adam Cole, because there's no effing way. He can't have both those belts. I love Pete Dunne. He can't have them.
Yeah, you're right. I was just.
He's gonna keep that North American Championship for a long time. He's not losing that shit for a minute because there is nobody on his level right now as far as like being big enough star to take it away from him, other than Ricochet.
Yeah, it's a good point. Or EC3. I'm surprised EC3 is not on this card.
Yeah, that's another thing too. I feel like EC3 won't be able to do it because he's a
But
You know, like the 1%er thing, like that makes him a douche. And I feel like EC3 more than likely will be going for the NXT Championship against Aleister Black to have them steal from my booking of planning on EC3 versus Aleister Black.
so yeah, that wraps up Takeover Chicago. You have anything else you want to add?
Hell no.
Alrighty, one last stop, Money in the Bank.
Ooh.
So let's see what we have here, because it's a pretty decent size card. All right. First off, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
Yeah. I mean, Big Cass ain't winning.
Nah, I don't think he's quite there yet to defeat a Daniel Bryan.
He's not there to defeat anybody.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, that's a garbage feud that needs to end.
Yeah, I don't even know why that's even a feud, but yeah.
Dude.
Next, Seth Rollins defends the Intercontinental Championship against Elias.
If only Elias is going to lose.
I don't know. This might be a big break for him.
I can't see them going from Monday Night Rollins and pushing him as like the
Yeah.
Unless Dean Ambrose comes back and calls him. And then they set up for SummerSlam. That's the only way I can see it.
Isn't Dean Ambrose supposed to be back rather soon?
Yeah, I thought he was cleared. I think he's good to go.
It's supposed to be like 6 or 7 months.
I feel like I know he was seen backstage. I feel like he's done whatever the hell he had to do.
But I can imagine he'll get a gigantic pop when he does return.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. But I hope he's a bad guy so he can instantly turn into booze and he calls Seth Rollins his championship.
Yeah.
Because he loves the Intercontinental Championship, and
But
I want Elias to be champion. I just don't see that.
yeah, it would be nice to see him, but I don't see him beating Seth Rollins though.
Not at this point. Seth Rollins is on fire. He is the workhorse. He's a Dean Ambrose of Raw now.
Yeah.
Ambrose was like a workhorse of SmackDown for a while, and then he came to Raw and was a workhorse, and he got injured.
This next match I could care less about.
Oscar versus Melo.
Shut up. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I don't get two shits about this. Bobby Lashley. Let's.
Moving on. The SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Bludgeon Brothers, will defend. Oh, this is the kickoff match.
Yeah, Bludgeon Brothers.
Oh, dang! I didn't even know this was the kickoff match. But they're defending.
I gotta watch the damn kickoff. Fuck.
They're defending against Gallus and Anderson.
Which they just call them the Good Brothers now. They don't even call them the Club. They just call them the Good Brothers.
The Club.
That's all they call them is the Good Brother. I'm like, okay, whatever. Do whatever you gotta do.
But as much as I would love to see Gallus and Anderson win the SmackDown Tag Team Championships for the first time,
It is not happening.
It's not happening. But I am rooting for them.
I would love them. They're about to get waxed.
Another match I don't care about. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Fuck this match. Don't care. Roman Reigns. Move on.
We got the SmackDown Women's Championship. Carmella defends against Asuka. No.
You know she's winning, dog.
No.
Asuka pinned her on Thursday. That means that chick is losing.
No.
And you know that's how they roll, dog.
The only way I could see her losing is if she cheats and somebody interferes.
Oh no, man, they had her beat
If they have Carmella beat her clean, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Had her beat clean, dog. I mean, she's definitely gonna cheat. She kind of needs to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If she cheats or something like that, that's okay. It is what it is. I'll have to deal
Okay,
with
so
it.
I'll say this: if she don't cheat and wins, Oscar's done.
Yeah, and I will be royally pissed.
Well, yeah, that'll be she'll be have been Sin Cara and Chad Gable, which hey, we might get lucky, and apparently Jason Jordan's supposed to come back Monday. I'm not the only one excited about that.
Wait, what now?
Jason Jordan's supposed to be back on Raw Monday.
Oh, gotcha. From his injury, gotcha.
So that means we're either going to see Chad Gable, or we're going to have him cost Seth Rollins his. Oh my God! If he calls Seth Rollins his damn championship, that'd be so good.
I guess it's not
Or at least, well, you can't. I was about to say because I wanted to see Justin Jordan versus Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship because they never pulled the trigger on Jason Jordan versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. So maybe they'll do it this time. I doubt it. Also, that leaves Elias with absolutely nothing left to do. So no.
Yeah. So let's see. We got. Of course, I'm going for Asuka. And then we have the other women's championship match, the Raw Women's title match. Nia Jax defends against Ronda Rousey.
Now, do we know if the women's Money in the Bank match is going to open the show?
No idea.
Because it's so, and Natalia's winning, and then Ronda Rousey's going to win, and then Natalia's going to take the belt from Ronda Rousey.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry. I think I was slipping off. Okay, so if they have the women's ladder match to start the show, like I think they will. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, if they do it that way, and Natalia wins, that means Ronda Rousey's 100% winning the championship, and then she's going to have it taken from her by Natalia.
That seems like a likely scenario.
Yeah, but I don't know. It kind of depends on the women's Money in the Bank is.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say Ronda Rousey anyway, because Nia Jax has been shat on, and if she wins this, there's no point in any of this. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
They have fucked themselves. Why would they do this? They have fucked themselves. They have booked themselves into a corner, and this means that Natalia's probably going to win the Money in the Bank, and that's going to be more pointless. Because who is going to give a shit about Natalia versus damn Ronda Rousey? Because at the end of the day, we all know why we're here, dog. We all know. We're here to see Ronda Rousey fight some cool shit like Charlotte and fucking Becky Lynch and even little Naomi, little Asuka, that good shit. Not fucking Natalia. I get that they're friends, but when has Natalia ever been in a good feud?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it was just one of those things where, they put the belt on Nia Jax just to say, hey, she's finally a champion.
Yeah, because this run is the friggin' going to have an asterisk next to it. Because this shit is garbage.
Yeah. And
like, it's been a train wreck since the get-go. It started off okay, in a dumb way, though. It was kind of stupid, like her not just destroying Alexa Bliss. Like, should have.
But,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. God dang it, my Alexa is talking to me. Shut up, Alexa. Alexa.
So, looks like we're both in agreement. Ronda Rousey will win the match.
Oh, yeah. She's 100% winning. There's no effing way. No effing way.
And then, as you were saying, the women's Money in the Bank match, you believe Natalia will win it?
Yeah, if it goes on first. If it doesn't go on first... I mean, Natalia's probably still going to win.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Fucking kidding me.
Yeah, I don't know who's going to, if it's going to open up first.
Yeah, it should. It really should. If they're smart.
Yeah. But, Let's just do a quick recap of who is in the women's Money in the Bank.
Yeah, the good wrestlers and Lana.
Lana, Natalia, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Ember Moon, Becky Lynch, Naomi, Sasha Banks.
Yep, Sasha Blanks, please don't kill yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
That's gonna be so sketchy, dude.
But you know what? If I were to pick,
Becky Lynch could win, but I doubt it's gonna happen.
I think there's a she would be a
Charlotte.
she would be a second choice.
But then I think like they don't do anything with Becky Lynch, so why the hell would she win? You know,
I mean,
like it's just like her over. Like, why would they pick her over Charlotte or anybody?
some way for her to make a comeback, I guess.
But why give her a comeback? Do they seem like they give a shit about giving her a comeback? You know what I'm saying? Like that. That's usually where my brain stops when I think of Becky.
The fans love her.
Yeah, but she sells goggles and shit. But really, who gives a fuck? Really? I mean, they obviously don't because they have had nothing for her since she was champion. After she lost to Alexa Bliss, it was a Rizzy. After like Mickey James came in there, oh my, no, Alexa, oh Alexa Bliss, no, hey Alexa, stop, do not play Kodak Black, do not.
That's funny. But yeah, man, like I don't know. I just feel like if it's not Natalia, that's the only other person that I could see.
Yeah, I mean, Naomi did win the whatchamajig, but I just don't see them doing that for her, Lana, any of them chicks. Like,
wouldn't it be weird and funny if they pulled a fast one and gave it to Lana?
That'd be great. I'd be so hyped. That would mean they have something. That would mean they have something, but they don't. They're going to do.
And who knows? Maybe at some future point she can cash it in and win.
Yeah, I mean that's ultimately what you would want from her.
I mean,
but then again, that would be 2 in a row where you have freaking Carmella win it one year and then Lana win it. It's just like, oh, okay, I don't know. That might be the thing to kill the women's Money in the Bank.
That's the thing, like, and you want to make it worthwhile ever since they started a women's Money in the Bank. So, but I'm with you. Natalia wins, but I think a strong potential second best opportunity, Becky Lynch.
I mean, I'd probably pick it for a second.
You said Lana.
Just because of what they've done with Becky Lynch up until now, I don't have any faith in their ability to know that Becky Lynch is shit and to actually identify that. You know what I'm saying? Like that just doesn't seem like an ability that they have to be able to actually identify good talent. Like other than like the ones that are popular, like just I mean she is popular, but you know what I mean, like AJ Styles and shit. Like,
Right.
They don't know what the hell to do with a lot of these people. Nothing. They don't know anything. It's just like they never ran a wrestling show and never had like multiple people like have stories at the same time. You would think it had never happened in the history of everything that is wrestling. With the way that they can't keep multiple threads going at the same time. It boggles my mind creatively. It just does not like compute. Like, I would love to just be a fly on the wall at a creative meeting. I'd be like, what the hell are y'all doing? Like, there's no way I would be able to get out of there without, like, losing my mind. Saying, like, the worship. Who the fuck thought this was a great idea? Right? You got Pride Month coming, and then you fuckers have Sami Zayn, who's obviously, who has been on record as saying he's for Pride Month and all these things like that, and being, like, equality. You have them dress some dudes up like women as a joke.
Yeah.
Serious. Like, just there's certain things are just like, dude, there's no way. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Like I feel like it's just a bunch of monkeys just typing on typewriters because there's no way people are actually. I mean, it's sad that Vince is even saying. Like, I feel like he's definitely senile at certain points. He has the worst. I need to never meet Vince, man, because I'd be like, dude, why does your shit suck so bad?
That's probably the first question you'd ask him.
Yeah, like I'd be like, dude, you're awesome, but what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, what is this shit? What is this shit? How could you? How could you have Booker T lose to Triple H at WrestleMania? Does that make any sense to you? What are you trying to say? Like, it just, I would lose it. Certain decisions. Why'd you have John Cena beat the Nexus? That's stupid.
Yeah. But anyway,
It
let's
just ruins.
let's get to the last match.
It's early. Not as late, so not as sleepy. So not rushing.
So the men's Money in the Bank match. So just to recap, we got Samoa Joe, Kevin Owens, Bobby Roode, Braun Strowman, The Miz, Rusev, Finn Balor, and one of the members of the New Day, which I believe it's supposedly Big E. So there's a couple of people who I think would be great candidates to win the Money in the Bank. Four, to be specific. I think it will be one of these four. You ready for this?
Yep.
Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Rusev, Finn Balor.
Yeah, I assume it's going to be Samoa.
I mean, because Braun Strowman doesn't really need this.
No, he's big as shit. He's good.
Like, he could destroy anybody on that roster. Come on now.
Yeah, but then again, he has a habit of not winning the big ones. And him ultimately, as him, if he had the Money in the Bank, it'd be overkill, but it'd be so good.
I mean, honestly, if he won Money in the Bank, he might as well turn around and dang on
Cash in.
Yeah.
For SmackDown.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
What?
Is Shinsuke Nakamura not?
What do you mean?
Oh, okay. That was the main event. I'm sorry. But yeah, shoot, if Rusev were to win, I'd say shoot, bump it. Go ahead and cash in. At right then and there. You can destroy anybody.
Rusev to be champion. He deserves it. He's so
But yeah, I think one of those four that I name, Samoa Joe, Bobby Roode, Rusev, or Finn Balor, should win. I think one of those four should win.
Bobby Roode better not fucking win. Bobby Roode would be a fucking waste. Just to be honest, is it because unless they're going to turn him heel, like there's no reason.
I think it's just either that or just to give him something because he's been on such a losing streak ever since losing the United States title.
That's a pretty big something.
Yeah.
Because if he lost it, then it's a risk for that dude's career. Like he'd be the next Damian Sandow. Over.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that would suck. Let's see what else. But yeah, like I don't know. For Braun Strowman to win, I'd be disappointed because I'd feel like
I mean it'd be pretty weak sauce, but if you're just not gonna let him be champion, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking anybody who wins it's gonna be unless Rusev and Samoa Joe. That's the only two people I give a shit about winning it. Because I don't even know who else is in it.
Who else is in it?
Oh, Finn Balor. Finn Balor. I don't see that happening. I just don't. It's just he's also another Becky Lynch situation, which is like, the way you treat these motherfuckers.
I feel like that would be the best way for him to ever get the chance to win the title because they won't put him in the title match he deserves to be in.
Yeah, but I don't trust him. I don't think they see anything in Finn Balor since he didn't even win the damn fucking Intercontinental Championship. Like, I don't think they see anything with him. Vince doesn't see shit with that kid.
I mean, they killed the
demon
gimmick.
He looks the way he looks, and he cannot get a fair shake by Vince. That is insane.
Yeah.
It was a model. Armani model in Japan, and this dude can't get TV time. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And then Main event. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, last man standing match for the WWE Championship.
I want to be excited for it, but I stick suspicion. I'm gonna hate it.
I mean, I think this.
Their matches have not been good.
Well, of course they don't compare to Wrestle Kingdom.
No, I mean nothing does, but they're just not. Ever since AJ Styles beat John Cena,
Mm-hmm. Which was a great match.
I'll say this: I have not enjoyed his WWE matches.
Hold on, we can barely hear you.
Sorry, I'm just sliding. I have not enjoyed his matches very much. His WWE matches have gotten to a point where I'm remembering how I felt with like RVD, all these guys that I love, and then all of a sudden I get in WWE and I'm like, oh, I hate you. You're really boring. After a certain point, because there is no longer any reason to innovate now, because you have now reached the point you were doing all this innovation for to get to the big stage. Like that's kind of my thing about it.
Yeah.
They kind of just go on autopilot, and that is fine. But I am not interested in that.
Yeah.
I wish I was. And I feel the same way about both of them. I do not like. I am more likely to turn off my TV with their matches, no matter who the hell they're fighting, than I would have been a year or so ago, or even just a couple years ago. I'm like, it's time. Like Emily would be like, we're gonna watch the rest of this. I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Dang.
Because I know the sequence with which this is about to end. You know. Like,
well,
it is now no longer a magic trick. It is just the same old sitcom over and over again.
Low blow here, low blow there.
Yep. And AJ Styles is just going to do the same shit. Like he's got the 5 moves of death, just like Cena does. Like it's what happens when you get to the biggest stage in the world. It all becomes big.
But who do you see winning the title?
I want AJ.
I think Shinsuke will win finally.
I mean, that'd be great. I don't see it happening.
Really? Even after the 3rd time's a charm?
No, because I just don't know what the hell they're doing with this whole entire thing. It's just so weird. They could say forget Shinsuke and then have Samoa Joe in place as a feud if he doesn't win Money in the Bank. That, when we get AJ versus Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
And that's an easy thing they can just slot in there because who gives a shit, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Shinsuke thing ain't worked out so much. You had to win the Royal Rumble, then you fucking shit on him at damn WrestleMania. Like, what the fuck? Like, Shinsuke is starting to feel like an NXT bad lucker, right? Like, just not the business.
Mm-hmm.
It's Vince McMahon, and it makes me feel like Vince McMahon does not see anything in certain people. Basically, anybody Triple H picks at this point. Any of these indie darlings Triple H has brought in, he's just like,
Yeah.
He all of a sudden is just like, nah, I'm cool. I don't like them. I don't like them that much. Their hair is a little too long. I don't like them. I don't like it. They're stupid. I don't like them. They're dumb. They're gross. They can't beat any actual superstars. So just fuck them over and have them fight big Cass. Just fuck out of here.
Dang.
He's the worst. He's the effing worst, man. Why is NXT and 205 Live so much better? Because he has no hand in them.
I mean, yeah.
Like, both of those shows are a million times better. And it's insane. There's only 2 hours of programming between the two of those shits, and they're the best 2 hours that they can even fucking produce a week.
Yep.
Every week. Every week. Not just kinda. Not just every week. They're the best 2 hours that they produce. And they make a lot of money for that other clown show that they put on. Both of them. They're fucking shitty. and they just don't give a shit because nobody cares. Nobody cares. Vince McMahon don't give a shit. It's his. He can do whatever he wants to with it, and whatever. When the fucking XFL comes out and that shit dies, and we all laugh at him again because millionaires have to prove themselves to be a genius no matter what. Whatever, man. Like, who gives a shit?
He's gonna be like, whatever. I do what I want.
Yeah, I do what I want. I'm fucking Vince McMahon. I don't give a shit. I'm rich. I don't care. I can afford to fail. You regular people can't afford to fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's ultimately what that says to me. Like regular people can't fail. If we fail, we don't eat. He doesn't fail. He still got some money. He's straight. He can lose some money and still be fine. He can sell a WWE and then get back and try that bullshit again.
Yeah, he actually could. You're not wrong about that.
Yeah, and I totally see that fucker being the kind of person to do that shit. Where he's like, okay, I'm gonna try a third time. This time WWE can go away, and I'll focus only on XFL. I can't wait for the XFL to start so he can not be involved with WWE day-to-day shit.
Yeah. Dang, the Vince McMahon hate has.
And when I'm rested,
unleashed.
when I'm not sleepy, I get ragey. Especially when talking about wrestling. It's fucking shit, garbage.
But so who's your pick?
Nail the Authors of Pain.
Yeah, I have no idea. They freaking disappeared.
Yeah.
But anyway, we are done.
Oh, a little bit of news.
Oh, you got some news. Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Triple H had his conference call and whatnot with the media because, TakeOver, things. He said that he actually wants, like, the failed wrestlers on the main roster. He would like to have them come back to NXT. Because, you know what? He could always use some more people, right? Like, he could always use some bona fide stars to make great again, to Tarantino the fuck out of and give a second life while Vince is just sucking chode for stupid ass fucking Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns just boring the shit out of me, and Jinder Mahal, Roman Reigns fucking 5 that I know I'm gonna get. I'm gonna want to smash because who gives a fuck. Sorry. The rumor is also that at SummerSlam, Brock Lesnar will once again face Roman Reigns, which if he does, I swear to God, I'm not watching it. Not watching SummerSlam.
Ew.
I will not watch SummerSlam live if there is another main event with Brock Lesnar and
Oh, sorry.
I'm not going to do it. I will not do it. I'm done. I want no parts. Who wants to see that shit?
I sure don't.
Who wants to, dude? They had 2 shots to just get it over with and just make me have to sit through it so I can at least get like a Shield member to turn on Roman Reigns again. That's all I wanted.
And
He could have been a good transitional bullshit, dumb. I don't care.
He's gonna take like 20 F5s.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking kick out all of them. Fucking piece of shit. And it's just certain things just make me hate wrestling, and it's just Vince McMahon makes me hate wrestling.
He's
Which makes sense because he fucking hates wrestling. He hates it. He obviously hates wrestling. I'm just gonna tell you that now. Vince McMahon hates wrestling. He doesn't like wrestling. He hates it. He never wanted to be a wrestling promoter. I feel like he only did it because he was an illegitimate son to his fucking father, and he needed. Oh my God, I'm never gonna get a job with him. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Only reason is because he's an illegitimate child to Vince Kennedy McMahon, and he was just hungry. He's a very good businessman, and he saw opportunity to get in on a business where he didn't have to put any actual money in because his fucking illegitimate father owned it. So he took that shit, and then he killed everything else. And yep, Vince McMahon. Yeah, I'll never work for Vince McMahon. That'd be great. Yeah.
I mean, for the most part, I can't imagine what it must be like, to, have to work for somebody like that and just,
he's making bad decisions.
Yeah.
He's not doing what's best for business. And in a lot of ways, Vince McMahon is a fucking genius. And I would never take that away from him. But god darn it, dude, this dude he has shat the bed so many times, and it's always forgiven because Austin, Hogan, okay, Rock.
Yeah.
What else? What else you got, bruh? Cena. Like, you know how, like, that's not a lot of people out of all the bodies that have broken themselves for him. Right? Like, why is the list so fucking short? Because he doesn't always know what the fuck he's talking about or what he's doing.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of the situation. Certain wrestlers should have been bigger than they were. There's plenty of them. The list is so long, it's ridiculous. Be here all day for that shit. But ultimately, I cannot. I hate to say I cannot wait for the day for him not to have a hand in WWE. Because I ultimately feel like Stephanie's going to do a lot of the same shit. But at least I feel like Triple H at least has some good taste on wrestlers and is a little bit more modern thinking. Whereas maybe 10 years ago he wasn't. The whole CM Punk thing, maybe he just wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
CM Punk just felt a certain type of way because CM Punk didn't see the vision, right? CM Punk couldn't see a scenario where he fought Triple H and he would have won. If he fought Triple H at WrestleMania, it wasn't a big deal. Although this guy had a pretty big part to play in the Attitude Era, but yeah, fuck him, right? You see what I'm saying? Like that kind of shit. It's just sometimes Triple H, can bury the fuck out of dudes. But I feel like over the years, now that he's on the business side and not basically just an independent contractor trying to get the best opportunity for himself.
Right.
He's able to see it from a different point of view, and he can bring in people like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and actually have them win. Sami Zayn, only reason Sami Zayn has not been champion, Intercontinental champion, US champion, is because Vince McMahon.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee it. He was made. I mean, come on now. Only reason he's not champion is because of Vince. It's the only reason. He would have been champion already.
Yeah.
And that just shows me that Triple H, while he can, whatever you can say, whatever you say about a lot of people do bad things. He at least has shown an ability to understand the business in a way that I don't understand why Vince does not.
Yeah, I mean, at least, I don't know, it's just at least, that one person, kind of feels, where everybody's coming from, and the other one I feel like is just collecting everything, and just by the time it's all over with, Vince McMahon will be riding in all the money.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Vince McMahon is just, he doesn't give a shit. Because no matter what, he wins. Because he's made something popular, and this is a part of pop culture, so it is less likely to go away. It's the reason why I bought it at Amazon Fire TV Cube, because Amazon's probably not going anywhere anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I didn't buy TiVo because I was like, that I don't know if that's going to be around forever. And where the fuck's TiVo now? Certain things just feel like McDonald's. Certain things feel like Chester Chicken. It ain't gonna be here forever. It's gonna be here for a little bit, but you enjoy it while you got it. WWE is a commodity. It is Star Wars. It is Marvel Comics. It is DC Comics. It is a thing that if you say those initials, they know what the fuck those are.
Yeah, pretty much.
You know exactly what that is. It's more rare for them not to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
any more news? I can't think of any more.
Yeah, you got any more news?
I don't think I do. Not top of my head, no. Oh, Brock Lesnar, his contract supposedly is up at the end of the summer as well. So that's just once again starting the rumors that Roman Reigns has to win this time. And if he doesn't, I'm gonna be like, God dang it. Even then, I'm gonna be, God dang it. I don't want to see him fucking winning. He fucking sucks. I mean, he doesn't suck, but he's boring.
Yeah.
I'm elongating the shit out of this episode. I got nothing else, man.
Yeah, me neither. Dude, we covered a lot. I ranted
some. It's still daylight outside, and I ranted. This is what you get when you get daylight Hollywood cinema. Way more.
Yeah.
I mean, I rant when it's dark out too, but I definitely rant when it's daytime. Because usually by the time I get to night, I've already ranted a whole bunch, so I don't have as much left.
Yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah, I'm a rant kind of guy.
But anyway, like I said, I'll be dancing tomorrow night, so
Yeah.
you and the others play some duty.
Yeah.
But
Uh-oh.
we still got at some point got to talk E3. It's just freaking Mo and everybody else like.
Yeah, schedules are not working with us right now.
Really aren't. So we may have to just at some point just do a 4-person podcast and just talk and
Yeah,
gang.
I mean, I don't know why we haven't done that yet. So easy.
Because I think the others won't want to play something and not just sit and talk, and it's like I don't know what's the problem with doing that.
Yeah, that's fine. We could record somebody playing something. Like one of us could play something and we record it.
Yeah, that's true. But anyway,
Yep.
that is all that I have. That's all you have.
That's all I got.
Well,
I'm never gonna work for Vincent Mann ever. They're never gonna hire me. But hey, they'll have to find this episode. So good luck finding it, assholes. Future me is just like, damn it, Charles. I'd be like, whatever, man. I don't even give a shit.
yeah. So for Hollywood Cinema and Blitzball Champ,
That guy.
this has been another GOWGO Wrestling podcast. We'll hope to bring you more good talks of pro wrestling next week.
Yes.
But until then, everybody have a good and safe evening.
Yeah, and take this super kick. Hiya.
Alrighty, we're outie.